Okay. Oh, I still have to see something. There we go. Okie dokie. Well, here we are again. Hello, beautiful, beautiful light souls out there in the Omniverse. My name is Anne Marie, the Art of Healing. Today, May 22nd, exactly 1 year ago today, was my very first Q&A. And I know that because I looked on Facebook and it came up as a memory. It was done on a Saturday, but nonetheless, the date, the actual date is exactly the same. So today is 1 year of me providing this for humanity, for all you beautiful resonant souls, all you seekers of healing, of questions. I'm proud of all of you. I am proud of all of you. Why? Because you're the ones that want to help yourselves. And, you know, I used to be a baker. So you know me as being an art teacher. Well, I was laid off for 4 years because you know what do they do in public schools when you know, when you don't have funding, they lay off the music and the art, the ones that really teach creativity, you know, they're the ones that they get rid of. And I was laid off for 4 years. And one of the things that I did was I made fancy cakes. So I made fancy cakes. And so I did, I consider myself a spiritual baker. Okay. So my example is I am baking all these different kinds of cookies. Okay. All sorts of different cookies. Why? Because I love to bake and I love to make people happy. So if it wasn't for you, I would not still be here a year later. If it wasn't for you, I am sure the planet would be in a completely different trajectory, because all of you are the ones that are taking time out of your day. Some of you, most of you, taking money out of your pocket to support the efforts of beings such as myself. And I am eternally grateful to be of service to all of you. So that's my own personal. Oh, also, if you're noticing this little bit of bling that I've got going on here, it is from my dear friend, Sylvia. I met her. She came and drove out to Grafton, Illinois for just, it seemed like 5 minutes. And I just managed to say hello to her. She, oh, I love you too, sweetheart. I said hello to her. She handed me this beautiful envelope. And, you know, she's just a light in my life. I am happy to be of service to you, sweetheart. And I proudly wear this gorgeous bracelet, the necklace. I have no idea what it is, but it's real pretty and looks good on my dress. So I'm going to wear it today. Okay, so yes, I am goofy. For those of you who have never been a part of this before, I was an elementary school teacher. Of course, I'm going to be goofy. I'm going to have fun. That's what it's all about. It's all about having fun. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, terrific. So usually I start by calling in my guides and going ahead and getting their thing. But before I do that, a little bit of housekeeping. Hi, Susan. Thank you. I'm so excited to have you here too. Little bit of housekeeping. If you have a question, go ahead and type it in the chat. I will be checking out the chat. I will be checking out the chat And Crystal called me a big old goofball, and that is exactly what I am, and I am proud of it. I was talking with my friend from Italy yesterday. His name is, I forgot my brain. I've got channeling brain right now. Max Bigazzi. I was talking with Max, and I was telling him that for years I used to say, it's a good thing I'm crazy, because if I wasn't crazy, I'd really be crazy. All right, guys. So thank you, Patricia. All right, so I'm going to pop the chat up over here. Just type your questions in the chat, and I will get to them as the hour goes by. I have a feeling I'm going to start to sweat buckets. So before I let spirit come in, and you're going to see all the shit that I hide with my body. Hold on. Okay, so you saw my secret way of tidying up before these great events. See, you can't see anything if I'm right in front of it. All right, they're ready. They're ready to go. They're ready to go. Hello, dear good beings. Hello, dear good beings. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. Our dear one began this journey of providing her services, of helping the planet with another set of guides. And we want to talk to you today a little bit about guidance. The other set of guides were with her for a particular part of her voyage, a particular part of her journey. And dear ones, your guidance works the same way. Once she reached the end of that portion of her journey, and if you want to think of it in terms of vehicles and driving, her guidance was called the highway guides. They were a name she gave. Well, they kind of influenced her to pick out a good name. She always channeled them, or mostly channeled them, while she was driving. So let's look at it this way. You're on a journey, and you're on one particular highway. But the next leg of your journey requires you to get off that lane of the highway and onto another highway. So she exited that one part of her journey and began another direction. And that's when we came in. We chose this dear being to be a voice for us, not only because energetically she was able to handle us, but because she didn't know who we were. She knew of us, she had heard about us, but she did not study who we were. Why does that make her a good channel for us? Because the information that we channel through her is our information. It is not influenced directly by her ego. Yes, there is influence. When you're dealing with channeling, there is always going to be influence from the physical vessel. Knowledge, interests, vocabulary, etc. We chose her because of a wide range of things, but particularly because she would not be under scrutiny for bringing through messages from our collective. Had she had a great deal of knowledge of the law of one, had she researched our collective nature, she would be influenced by other people's research. She would be influenced and think and have memory of items associated with us. But because she had no direct, studious knowledge, we chose her. And now we are here to offer all those who resonate with this dear one assistance on your voyage, on your journey. Why? Because you, each and every point of light that you are important are essential, and you have duty to yourself. You have duty to your own experience. Your ego is motivated by many different things. One of the things that motivates the human ego to perform is this concept of working. We don't want to use the wrong words. We want to choose these words very, very carefully. What influences the human ego is motivation for achievement. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But your society has influenced you to achieve for the good of others. You are becoming a doctor, let us say, to help others. The ones who become doctors, let's say, to help themselves, figure out that the financial gains far outweigh any other motivation. Now, let us set aside that example and let us look at each and every one of you on your journey as a soul. We wish for you to get this very clear. There is no greater focus that a human should focus on than their own healing, than their own core happiness, than their own vibration, than their own healing. It is all about you. And now we will stop and we gladly await your questions. Okie dokie. All right, so I've got the chat up here. All right, so Susan, nice to meet you, Susan. Great to see you. You channel the Raw Collective often and Raw's light language. Okay, thank you. Okay, wonderful. I'm so glad to have you here, sweetheart. All right, Patricia, God bless you. All right, I love you, Patricia, too. You are such a dear friend. Man, thanks for tuning in. I know you're on the road. Okay, Sylvia, I did see lights in my yard. Did I see lights in my yard last night? And can you ask for healing energy? I feel like poop. Okay, babe. Yes, I will. All right. So let's see what they have to say. First and foremost, let us speak to you, dear Sylvia. What you are experiencing, and we know you feel like poop, what you are experiencing in a very, very physical, visceral way is your physical body adjusting to the energetic session. This is not Anne Marie is saying duh. So we'll allow her to say duh. However, your physical vessel has the need for, let's say, a tune-up. And what you're going through is kind of a difficult tune-up. You are adjusting to higher frequencies. Now, we do know because of your conversation with this dear one before that you feel your session did not go well in so many words. Do not worry about that. What we wish you to do is to focus on your physical vessel and go within you and ask it to communicate to you. Why did it react in the way that it reacted to something that should have not affected it in the way that it did. Be patient with your physical vessel. Your physical vessel is what is keeping you in this dimension. Without it, you'd be elsewhere, correct? So your physical vessel is sending you a very strong message. You are completely capable of having a very, very loving conversation with your body. We suggest you do it when you are relaxed, lying down. And this is actually a good time. Not right now, but while you are in the state, while the body is giving you signals that it needs attention, now is the time to communicate to it. Concerning your symptoms that you are feeling, give it very high vibrational fluids, juices, celery juice, high vibrational organic liquids at this time. Very, very gentle ones. Seek in the medical medium literature for digestive issues, for being uneasy, and that is our suggestion to you. Give your body high vibrational juices, fluids at this time. And regarding your inquiry in the lights in the backyard, what you were seeing were energetic manifestations that, yes, dwell in your yard. They were earth elemental beings. That is who you saw the other night. And that is our response to you, dear one. Okay, baby. That is your response. I hope you're okay. I love you. All right, the next question I have is from Victor. Hello, Victor. It's nice to meet you. I don't know if you've ever been here before, but hello. All right, I would like to meet my guides and ask them why I chose such a difficult life with my health issues. Oh, baby, you and just about everybody else, man, I tell you what. I also would like to know what I need to know or do to manifest more abundance in my life. Okay, so you would like to meet your guides and ask them why I chose such a difficult life with your health issues. Okay, woo, and manifest abundance. We are your guidance. We are a whole group of energies that surrounds you, supports you, communes with you. Why did you create such an incarnation where you would have such difficulties? Dear beautiful communion, dear beautiful soul that we commune with, you are not alone, as this channel stated, because this was the incarnation where you were here to resolve several bits of unresolved lessons. Why did you do it now? Why is it so difficult? Why all at once? Because you wanted to be here for the big show and you wanted to ascend. And that is why. earthlings, humans incarnates, souls that come in. Remember that when you come in, you forget. You forget why you chose the paths that you chose. It is part of the experience. Your ego, the part of you that is concerned with this body, whose job it is to keep this body alive, does not like what your soul contracted for it. It's quite upset. And that is the part of your consciousness that you are reflecting at this time. Can we blame the ego? No, we cannot blame the ego, and we don't blame anything or anybody. Things are what they are. Coming from that point of view, if things are what they are, then what options do you have? Do you have the option to complain? Certainly you do. Do you have the option to succumb? What do we mean by that? We mean you can just say, okay, I am ill. I have all these ailments. My life is over. Done and finished. That's it. You also have other options. You can be motivated to seek proper treatments. You may be motivated to seek treatments in your standard medical care. You can be motivated to seek treatments in alternative medical care. You can be motivated to go inwards and truly, truly ask yourself, what benefits am I getting from this illness? And your mind just cannot understand this at the moment. Are there benefits to illness? What gifts are being shown to you? What blessings do you actually have because of this illness, these illnesses, this state of unwellness that you perceive? This is not necessarily our job to explain everything to you. After all, you are here in the trenches doing the work for your benefit. So we have merely offered you some things to choose from. We will now answer the question about abundance. We will answer that by asking you a question. What does this mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? Does it mean a lot of numbers in an account somewhere? What does it mean to you? Does it mean true, intimate friendship? Does it mean comfortable living? Does it mean fancy cars, nice clothes, big house? What does abundance mean to you, dear one? First, we ask you to define what abundance is. And second, we wish for you to take a very hard look around you and compare what it is that you think you need versus what you truly, truly need. Because if you make a list, you will find that you have as much as you need in this very now moment. Your existence is your university. It is providing opportunities for you to make choices that benefit you, but to your highest love potential. Abundance, dear one, is not numbers on a page or on an app. That is not abundance. Abundance is opening your heart to the grace and benevolence of the universe. Abundance is gratitude in reflection. That is our message for you. Ooh. Okay. Well, Victor, if you want to unmute and say hello, I kind of like to talk to people. How are you? I can't hear you, darling.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay, sweetheart. Maybe catch me at another time when you have your mic set up.
Hello?
I see you're unmuted.
Hello?
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, darling. We'll try and catch it another time, okay? All right, sweetie. Okay, I'm going to continue. All right, so Crystal's up next. Her question was, I have a blue avian guide. Yay! May I have more information on this beautiful being and his connection to me? I saw him in a session I had with Anne Marie recently. Okie dokie. So you want to tap into the blue avian guide and have more information on this beautiful being. All right, thank you, sweetheart. We are the consciousness that you have surrounding you, dear one, that identifies as a blue avian consciousness. Dear beautiful being, there is the understanding that a soul origin only comes from one place. You are only Pleiadian. You are only Arcturian. You are only Lyran. You are only this. You are only that. That's not the case. The case is that there is great cooperation, especially at this time, especially with beings such as yourself, known as star seeds. There is collaboration. What you are sometimes unaware of is that this particular time is such an inherently important time that great planning came to create groups of souls that have very particular missions. And you are connected strongly with the blue avians, and you are connected strongly with the Pleiadians. You are also connected with beings that you would call gray, but very benevolent and loving. Remember, certain star races are very diversified. We have a very particular appearance and can be easily identified. But with races such as the humanoids, such as the, let us call them grays, which is what you understand them to be, are very, very diversified. So, having said that, you have these connections. We are a race that has deep ties to humanity. We have kind of been outed as a race, which what ended up happening was those of you that have the resonance with us, the soul resonance, became intrigued and found the vibrational resonance to the point where we are now in almost constant communication with our star seeds. So we are happy that you have asked this question, and that is our answer. Okay. I hope that was a good answer, my love. I love you, Crystal. Okay, Susan, here we go. I recently found out that I am one of the children of the law of one. I am also continuing to learn more about my Egyptian connections and lifetimes. Does the Ra Collective have a message for me to assist me on my path forward? Okay. Whew. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. And hello, dearest Susan. We are very, very familiar with you, dear one. So it is interesting to us that you came to ask us this question when you could have asked us this question directly. You are on the right track. You are on the right track. Another point we're going to make, and this is our kind of theme of guidance. Okay. Guidance is not always to give you your answer. Guidance is not present to make it easy for you. And it's a tricky job that we have, but it is a very clear job on our end. You are the one who is here to experience what you need to experience. And most of that experience is seeking. It is the action. It is the inquiry that exits your consciousness, that emits from your mind. So we are going to ask you to tune further within yourself, to look at all the options you have and tune inwards to that voice that often gets ignored that says, oh, this sounds very interesting. That is our guidance through you. And that's where you need to fine tune. So we love you. We are around you. We are with you. But this is what we wish for you to focus on now. Thank you. Susan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. That was completely right on. Guidance.
You are, darling. Hi, Leah. Hi, Julie. Okay, Susan.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
That's weird because I'm unmuted.
Are you trying to talk?
Yeah,
I'm
unmuted.
Oh, I know what's wrong with me. I know what's wrong with me. I can hear you now. Go ahead and try it.
Okay, can you hear me?
Are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking.
I can only think of one other thing, and that, no, I've got volume.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Oh, for crap's sake. Select species. Oh, internal speakers. You know, Anne Marie, try it again now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Aha, yeah, of course it was my fault. I'm sorry, Victor, from before. I'm sorry, it was totally my fault.
Yeah, so, I could hear Victor too. It was kind of quiet, but
yeah, no, it was totally my fault. I totally I totally screwed up. Okay, so hey, Susan, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Hi. I know we're friends on Facebook, even though we haven't talked for a while, but okay, I think originally met through Sasha's group, but yeah, that was a right on, completely correct answer for what I need to do, because I tend to get too busy with like 3D life and all the things I need to get done in a day, you know, that I do need to go within more and to meditate and, you know, and I used to do a lot of like automatic writing type channeling, and I am a conscious channel too, as well. But yeah, I need to just sit with myself on a daily basis and, you know, go within, write down messages just for me, you know, and do that more often. And I've kind of gotten a little away from that. So yes, that is correct guidance that came through you. So thank you very much. So
wonderful. Thank you, Susan.
Yep.
Hey, Victor, are you there? Can we chit chat for a second before I keep going? Okay.
Hi.
Hey. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I'll have to chew that one over.
Okay.
What I got.
Well, feel free to reach out to me. All right. And we can just have a conversation. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Well, it's nice to have you here, Victor. Where are you from?
I'm in California.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How did you hear about me?
I actually found you on Journey to Truth podcast.
Cool. All right, that's wonderful. I've gotten so many wonderful things from that. All right, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm going to move forward. Kindly mute yourselves. All right. Susan, now I've got Wendy. Hello, Wendy. It's great to have you here. Okay, hi. I am also one of the children of the Law of One. They call me Daughter of Ra, which means I went through a lot of hard tests. I channel Ra, and he's always with me. Let's see.
Victor, for Ra and Ra Collective are a little different.
I'm sorry. Are you talking, Wendy? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay.
They call me Donna. Hi, sweetheart. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad that you're here. So do you want to just ask me your question, or can I just read it? Or you're just commenting?
Yeah, I was just commenting because I think the collective, the Ra Collective, is a little bit different energy than Ra. So, so I would like to have their experience. And yeah, I can just say, I mean, I seem to have a lot of like lower back and upper back, like strength issues. And so I don't know if I'm just not listening to my body element or if there's something I'm currently clearing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to do the healing. What I do whenever people ask me about medical things. Okay. So what I'm getting is support. I'm getting that you don't feel supported. I mean, it's, you know, but if you're a healer, I don't need to tell you, when you have these issues in your hips and your lower back, what it's telling you is that there's an imbalance in support in your life.
Yes.
Whether it be, you know, emotionally, whether it be romantically, whether it be physically, energetically, there is a big imbalance going on here. And it's reflecting in the corresponding chakra. It's reflecting back here. So you are not being supported from the root, but you've also got too much on your shoulders. This is kind of like one of these literal energetic translations. And it seems very, very cliche. And I don't want to insult your intelligence because I know.
Oh, no, I've given that same message that when you're having problems and back, that you're carrying weight of the world on your shoulders. And so, and
Right.
actually I'm getting ready to change my jobs just because of that reason, because of that not being supported. And so I would not be surprised between your healing work and your beautiful light language, that once I start into this new opportunity in a few weeks, that that this pain will just dissipate.
Okay, so I'm grounding out a lot of density. Girl, why'd you let yourself get this way? Oh my goodness. So it's a very strong, dense energy. My sacral and root are really like clenched. They're like just
my
clenched
sacral
like
always
this right
does
now.
that. Yes.
So, all right. And usually when they do this, they're actually writing code into your energy centers to kind of fortify what you're needing right now. Oh,
Thank you. I feel the heat of it.
oh dear. Oh. So on top of everything, let this be a lesson to you. You are far tuned in to let it go this far. Don't worry. Don't worry about just making clean breaks. Referring back to what our dear one said at the very beginning, who are you on this planet for? You are on this planet for you. You are on a planet for you. Your body is giving you a very clear energetic message that something is desperately wrong. So much so that it is translating into physical manifestation of dis-ease. So take this situation as a very, very strong lesson. You are supported in spirit. You are supported energetically. You are supported by Ra, us, the universe. You are supported. Why are you so afraid? Let go. Let go. You are so supported. So we're going to give you a little bit of a kind of like an imagery. Okay. You are on a canoe that is going down the river. And what are you doing? You're digging your oar in and fighting the current. Instead of gently navigating your boat to flow easily down the current, you are sticking your oar in and your boat is jolting to the side. Don't do that. You know better. We love you. We are with you all the time, dear one. And we are excited to have this opportunity to communicate to you in this way. You are bright and beloved, dear one, bright and beloved. So take this as a lesson, as a deep lesson, and apply it to all areas of your life, not just where you get your money. Apply it to all areas of your life. We love you. Oh, ho, 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 Wendy.
You know, my Susan just texted or put it in chat, your song Flowing Rivers. I literally just like created the song. I was like, I don't know the song, the sounds there in my head. And then I'm hearing Flowing Rivers. And so I called it Flowing Rivers. And so, yeah, they've been telling me.
You can't freaking make this shit up. You just can't.
No, you can't. You can't. And that video was posted on an earlier thing. So you can go back and go, oh yeah, it was just posted on Channel Illuminations. Check that out. And then, you'll see that happened a week ago. And now here you are giving me this advice. Yeah, they've been telling me I haven't been listening. Thank you. Thank you for banging me on the head and making it sink in.
How beautiful.
Oh, thank you for your beautiful work, Anne-Marie.
Oh my goodness, Wendy, I'm so honored to have you here. I've been watching you for a long, long, long time.
Yes, same. Much love to you.
Okay.
Thank you for the Rock Collective.
Thank you. All right. I see, let us go here. I see you, Isabel. I see your hand up. I'm just going to go through some of the questions and then I'll be with you. Okay, darling. All right. So I've got Leah up next. I usually have a specific question, but recently I've been in a funk regarding my life, and I would appreciate any advice from my guides and the Raw Collective. Thank you and appreciate you very much, Anne-Marie. Likewise, beautiful Leah. Likewise, beautiful Leah. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Yes, dearest one, we are Raw. We are the Raw Collective. We are here to address your funk. You, along with many souls, dare we say every soul. So listen carefully to our words, all who are listening. Right now, all of you are being compressed. All of you, the entire planet is under energetic compression. So while you say you have been in a funk, we can assure you that in every human soul, there is an element of compression. On top of that, being that you are aware, you are conscious. So it goes again. Congratulations. You're here, you're asking questions. That is the right thing to do for you. We ask you first and foremost to remember all the souls who do not realize what is happening energetically on the planet and to judge not their behaviors. Remember, most humans on the planet are on autopilot, programmed autopilot. They do not have the grace that you have. And grace is knowledge, eternal knowledge, activated within them in this particular way. So we have said that statement. Now we will move on to you. The advice for those on the planet that are under compression is to, number one, identify it and say, okay, I am under compression. And we will go back to our initial statement from the beginning of this broadcast. You are here to take care of you. If you are in a funk, if you are under compression, choose wisely on self-care. It is a time for self-care. Why? Because when you make yourself feel better, you lift up your vibe and you're counteracting all the external galactic and artificial forces that are piling upon you energetically. You are choosing through your divine creative mind to nurture the soul, the isness that is you. So we ask you to connect with yourself, do high vibrational things to nurture your soul, and bring yourself gently and lovingly to a place of contentment, of peace, and of self-care and love, so that the energies that are choking down upon you have less to work with. That is our answer for you, dear one.
Thank you.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, I appreciate that. I don't have much to say today. I'm just been a little teary-eyed, but I appreciate that message very much.
Okay, sweetheart. I send you love and hugs. Can I just say, you know, it has been tough. It has been tough. It has been tough. And you know what I ended up doing And it was amazing. My mom's not well. She hasn't been well for a couple of weeks. And I could have either rebelled against it and got angry about it that I'm not able to go out, and I could just, from a different point of view, just kind of like heap a whole bunch of shit onto the situation from my ego. But then I was lovingly reminded by Xena, a blue avian that my friend Carol Morgan channels, that everything is my choice. It is my conscious choice. So I chose to be in radical acceptance of my situation. I'm not getting a job. I'm going to be here. I am my bills are being taken care of through one method of another. Am I out traveling the world? No. Am I out going to work out and going to yoga classes and doing all these great things that I see everybody do? No, I'm not. But what I chose to do is I chose to pick up a book, and I chose to begin reading this book that's been on my shelf forever. And it has been a beautiful week. It's been a tranquil and calm week. I have been looking at the care that I give my mother through new eyes. I have been learning from this book, and it's a book about angels. It's called Angels in My Hair. It's about an Irish mystic. Do I have it nearby? I don't have it nearby that I can look at it. I forgot her name, but it's called Angels in My Hair. And you know me and my hair, I have issues with my hair. So I'm like, dang, if I need angels, they need to be up in my hair. So I bought the book because of that. And it has been the most beautiful, loving gift from spirit that I could have ever needed for this moment. So just me sharing a little bit of personal, with you, Leah. Do something, look around you, feed and nourish your soul. That's the best thing I can tell you. These times are tough for everybody.
Yeah, that really helped because I'm feeling resentment with my mom right now as well. So I can't believe you brought that up. That's like a huge thing. And I take care of her, and I do get very, very resentful. So we have that in common, and you just made me feel a lot better. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna look for that book.
She's actually, yeah, more, she's slowing down.
Sure.
So send me your prayers, send her your prayers.
Will do. Thank you.
I'm gonna get crying. Okay. I love you, Leah. Thank you. Please
Thank you.
mute yourself. Okay. Oh, we've got lots of questions here. I think we can keep going. Let's do Isa. Go ahead and unmute Isa. Did you type something?
Hi.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, good to see you again, Anne-Marie.
Good to see you too, baby.
Okay, so I have a question regarding contracts. Can
Okay.
we, I know that we all have soul contracts and everything. Is there a way that we can change our soul contract by prayer or whatever we sign up for? That's it. We're just done.
Oh, here we go. Great question. Man, is that a great question. Dear one, that is a fantastic question. Our channel is right. We are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. You have not learned the lesson that you needed to learn from this contract yet. You can get out of this contract by doing a couple of things. Number one, you must accept whatever this issue with your contract that you have. You must accept it, embrace it, love it, and forgive it. You've got to go through these stages and steps. You have to accept it, embrace it, and love it for the challenge that it gives you. Because in that challenge, you are strengthened. And you're going to learn what you need to learn by this particular clause in your contract. And once you get the full value, you can forgive it. And by the forgiveness of this thing you don't want to deal with any longer, See, right now you're doing this. You're causing the resistance against it. That's bringing you denser energies. That's bringing you more lower experiences than you deserve, quite frankly. So embrace it. Learn from the shadow. Learn from this particular part of your shadow. Come to an absolute understanding and acceptance and forgive it so that you rise up and out of the contracts that you made with the other souls that are creating the situation for you. When you do this, and we're going to prepare you because we know you have this potential, your programming is going to keep you in the contract. It is not easy to cut ties when it comes to a soul contract interaction. You must truly, truly look out for number one. And you look out for number one because you love yourself out of that suffering. And you understand that the others that are tied into this contractual clause are going to incur suffering, and we use that in air quotes, because that is their compression. That is their experience that is going to give them their opportunity to fulfill their contracts. We hope this makes sense to you, dear one. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. We have given you a blueprint. The work is yours, but we have given you a blueprint, not so much to rewrite your contract. I'm afraid there's no ability for that, but to move beyond it and resolve the clause, that addendum, that portion of your overall contract that you have to complete. But you have to rise above it and move out and truly learn what you are meant to learn by this interaction. We love you.
Thank you,
That is
love.
the best
much.
fucking advice I have ever heard in my life.
Yes.
That's not true. I'm exaggerating, but it's still pretty good damn advice.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much.
Okay, beautiful. I love you so much. Go ahead and lower your hand. All right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Susan. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, Lorna Byrne. Hey, yes. I got to look into her because I'm telling you what she was saying. She started to talk about losing her father. This was all on Thursday. So Thursday, I had this metaphysical day, like from start to finish. That's when I put out the latest video on praying for that particular island. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the video about the location that I was asked to pray for. Wendy, did you have something to say? I saw you pop on again.
Oh, I was just going to say that, yeah, she was the one who wrote the Angels in My Hair book, and she's got such a beautiful story. And I encourage anyone, because she struggled in her life and she didn't have any education, and there's too much to go into, but it's so beautiful. And I didn't realize that you just were running into that. So yeah,
it's been on my shelf for about a year.
Wow.
It's not a joke. It's been on my shelf for about a year. And I finally said, you know what am I going to do? Am I going to, just get angry that I have to stay in the house? No, if I'm going to stay in the house, then let me just do something. And I didn't feel like messing. I tried to play around with art, and that was fine. But I really felt like I needed to do something different. And what's beautiful about her story, she's Catholic. She comes from Catholicism. I come from Catholicism.
Yep, same.
you know, and boy, that whole thing about prayer, I've done videos about that. And what I did on Journey to Truth was all about tapping into that, the roots of what I learned coming into Catholicism about prayer and about angels. My goodness, you know, we get into metaphysics and then we start to talk about all these different kind of beings. But you know what? Why did I incarnate as a Catholic? Because prayer, angels, Jesus, God, Mary, whoops, there's my mic. All of
Yes.
these things are kind of like core foundations for me. So
Right.
I need to bring that up. You're the same, Wendy?
And they were the four bringers of the light.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to think about them trying to bring the light in the situation that they were in, having the gifts that we have, and trying to teach the people who, I mean, talk about being in dark times. So, you know, we always will say that about our own time, that they're dark, and, you know, we have all these political issues that we're dealing with, and global issues. And of course, theirs were mostly to the area that they were, you know, could travel to. So, you know, not necessarily knowing about, you know, other far distant areas from them, but still within their own journey. So much more difficult than what we have, I think.
Yep. And it's amazing, you know, how within a span, you know, most of us, I don't know, most of us are in North America. Okay. We're American. We have no concept of the day-to-day struggle of other human souls around this planet. Even in countries that are within our generation, like her youngest child is a year younger than my youngest child. So this, you know, so Lorna's life and my life, we're in the same, basically the same generation, maybe like one generation off, you know what I mean? Maybe she's a little bit older than me, but there is still a lot of daily struggle. And for me being, you know, someone in North America, I don't appreciate it. So it gives you a really good perspective on really what to say about struggle. And I'm going to say again what I said on Journey to Truth. I had a prayer for many years that was, thank God for my troubles, because I don't want anybody else's. Thank God for my problems, because I don't want anybody else's. You've got to look at your life with gratitude, even if it is in a difficult situation. It's just really, really important to do so. I believe that I have answered all the questions for here today. So we are at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I am very, very grateful to see all of you beautiful faces here. Wendy, I'm honored that you're here. Like I said, I've been following you for a very, very long time.
Thank you. It's incredible, and the work, to watch your work and to see how quickly you're connecting in. I mean, the channeling stuff is new to me, but it's kind of like Spirit gives you gifts, and then as you blossom into those gifts, they give you more. Because when they realize that you're ready to accept more gifts, then they're like, okay, she's ready to go, let's go, or he's ready to go. I see them blossoming. And this last year, with these beautiful bright energies that have been coming on, it's been more awakening and more clearing and more healing. And it seems like there's always something to do, always something to learn. And the different types of healing modalities is what I've been focused on lately. So that's been bringing my joy. And then Mount Shasta. Are you anywhere near Mount Shasta?
I am in Florida. I've never been to Mount Shasta, but my friend, actually, the woman who taught me Reiki is in Mount Shasta at this very moment. She is attending some sort of conference. I don't know what it is. Her name is Melissa Paon Soma, and she goes by the Chakra Witch.
Oh, wow. Cool.
She taught me Reiki, and she is there at this very moment. So I'm going to throw her a shout out. She was very instrumental in my life. But before I go, I want to say thank you to all the people who have joined my Patreon community. in form of their support. This Patreon community, and please be patient, do not click off yet. I know we're pretty much done with the meat of it, but this is really important. My Patreon community is a place where we gather to build the light quotient on this planet. Now, last Thursday, I came out with this video about focused love intention for a particular place on this planet. That video made a huge difference. I spoke to the individual who told me about this location, and he told me not only did it make a visible physical change for the location, he himself, as a spiritual warrior, did not get negative impact. To be a remote viewer, you have to have your shields up. And what you did with your few seconds, literally few minutes of focused intention, is you not only helped that situation, that horrible situation, but you also benefited the individual who was strong enough to dig where people should not be digging, where they don't want people to dig. So this individual was assisted as well. And it's you guys. Thank you. And we are going to be doing more of that work. I'm going to partner with him. We haven't ironed out all the details, but as a remote viewer, we are going to build a community of love, focused intention to literally change and dismantle the dark structures on our planet. Be a part of it, people. Be a part of it. Join me. I'm not saying this for any other reason other than we can fucking change this world, and we've got to do it. Now is the time. And yeah, I get really passionate about this because it's part of my mission. All right. I love you all. Have a great freaking day. You're the best. You're the best. Like, subscribe, share, communicate with me. I love you. If I can help you, go to AnnMarieTheArtOfHealing.com. Check it all out. Bam. Woohoo.
Woo, thank you.
Woo! Bye, everybody. Unmute. Say goodbye. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Woo!
Much love.
Bye.